Hello students, let's start the new chapter which belong to class 10th. The part is chemistry and the most important chapter for the term 2 examination. Name of the chapter is classification of elements and periodicity in properties. In short term, we also know that is called periodic table. So what we have to do, just start with the introduction of that periodic table and what is their need, what is the importance. Okay. Now from here, first of all, a simple and easy question for you. That is alphabet is necessary to learn any language? Can it be important? Definitely yes. Alphabet definitely. If we know about alphabet, take an example of English. Okay. In English, there are 26 alphabets that start from A to Z, ending on Z. So if you know about these alphabet, then you can understand the language English. For any language, you definitely understand about their alphabets from starting to ending. Similar, take an example of English. Take it from A to Z. Now, similarly, we take an example when a newborn baby born. Okay, when a newborn baby born, if we take an example of that particular thing here, little baby, then grow with time to time, this one, and it will become a man here. Now, all these things done step by step, and it is a common growth of any human. These things just try to discuss with you because that to understand why we need the modern Mendeleev, Newland, Duvernier, all these types of table. What is that important? So if we see here, in similar manner, that there are in 1800, 31 elements would be there, and then 63 elements. At present, the number of elements are, at present, the number of elements, that is 114 elements would be there at present. So how we can remember all these elements that first of all start from 31, then 63, and then so on at present 114? How we can remember these? We can remember all these elements definitely if we have to understand their property. In what manner we can understand their property? If these are classified in systematic manner, that it must have a proper sequence. So how? Different scientists will give their views. Definitely after this lecture, after studying all that chapter, we definitely understand how why there is need of classification of elements in chemistry, understand the form of that particular periodic table, how we can classify SPD and F log elements, understand them their main periodic variations. Now start with class. Start from where? Genesis of the periodic classification. What does it mean? That how it can start from various scientists and then so on. So how we can easily understand their properties also. We know that, I will repeat again, at present there 114 elements would be there. It is very difficult to us to study all elements at a single point. So to understand this, we have to classify systematically this table. So what we have to done here, we can study first the Bernoulli law of threads, then Newland law of octaves, then there is Lothar, then Mendeleev, and then the last but not the least, that is modern periodic table. These we have to study by definitely. How we can study here? Simply start from Duvernier. What does it say? According to him, the main meaning Duvernier law of triad. What does it mean? The meaning of triad is three. The meaning of triad is three here. The meaning of triad is three. One, how we can understand this triad? That according to him, he will pick an element, suppose these three elements, lithium, sodium, and potassium. He just, first of all, its table, yeah, its classification based on what thing? Remember, this is based on atomic weight. Atomic weight only. What does it happen here? The atomic mass of lithium is 7 and that of potassium is 39. If we sum of these and divide it by 2, simply what we call that if simply we done, we have calculated its mean. We calculate mean, then definitely the mean comes out to be 23. The mean comes out to be 23 and 23 is the mean. So definitely the element which lies between these, that is sodium. Its mass is 23. He also take a different example for this, like calcium, strontium and barium. If we sort out this calcium 40 plus 137 upon 2, if we divide this, you will got answer nearly approximately equal to that one. Similarly, in case of Cl, Br and iodine. All these are the Duvernier law of triad. Remember, triad. Triad meaning, I will repeat again, triad meaning that its meaning is 3. Here we pick elements 3, here we pick elements 3. Now next. So, what is this limitation? Definitely remember, a scientist will claim their limitation definitely arise. After limitation, then after improvement, there is different scientists will give different inventions and so on. But what the drawback of Duvernier? The drawback of Duvernier is that only few elements were known at that time. Only few. That's why I will discuss also in starting. That's approximately 31 elements, and it will definitely very difficult. What is the basic difficulty, student? Remember this thing. What is the basic difficulty here? That to arrange the elements in triad, as some of elements have almost similar atomic weight. We see iron, cobalt, and nickel. These all have similar atomic weight. So if we calculate the mean of these, this never comes out to be equal to this. So this law will prove disapproved here. This law will definitely disapprove, students. Now the second law we have to discuss here, second and also the third, that is Newland law of octaves and Lothar Meyer periodic table. What does he say? Newland we studied only today. That Newland octave, remember, in a previous, the meaning of triad is 3, and now meaning of octave is 8 notes of music. You know, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, 8 notes of music. It means 8 element system. What does it explain here? The name is John Alexander Newland. He basically explained the simple thing that every 8th element, let's count 1, 2, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th element is sodium. So definitely the properties of sodium is similar to that of lithium, definitely. If we count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The property of sodium similar to that of potassium. Similar to that of potassium. If we count here, it's here come 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here comes 8. So potassium, lithium, sodium. Definitely all three have the similar chemical as well as the mainly all physical properties. So definitely remember one thing. The meaning of triad is 3 and the meaning of octave is 8. So why this law was disapproved? The reason behind that, it will applicable only from lithium to calcium. Above 40 we can't explain the various elements according to this law, that after calcium or after potassium that the 8th element must have similar properties. It was not happen now. So it is the basic limitation of the Newton law of octave. So what we have to done today, simply we done, students, what we have to done, simply we explain why do we need that periodic tables, how many elements are there in that particular table, and what are the two laws we have to discuss that in Newland, and that is Duvernier triad and meaning of triad and octave, as well as their limitations. Hope you like the lectures. Thank you.